Got it back on the right side. Screen on the left from Embiid. Maxey step back, pump fake. Great defense.
Young outside. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Buries it from three-point range. Wall's got 7 points.
How about that? Nice to see Wall feeling it from beyond the arc. He's really worked hard to develop that shot.
Miller outside. The kick out to Irving. McGee is screen on Wall. Irving passes to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
It's impressive how easy Irving can make this look. A rookie getting his shooter set up right on cue.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Washington. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Third personal foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Washington?
The way they've overwhelmed the defense by drawing a ton of fouls. And more importantly than drawing the fouls, they've been converting at the free throw line.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They've kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
And the Wizards making a change here. Reds checked in. Now here's Irving. He's got 14. His three-pointers off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm happy to have a bucket getter like that because I feel like in the Hawks video, Jalen Johnson just wasn't comfortable enough dribbling the basketball, and probably because 2K has him at like a 60-something ball control. The being at the line, first one's good. Probably over with, but you know, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. That one Kobe White turnover honestly cost us. I'm gonna see if we get one more bucket. If not, it's Jover. Pass in Lonzo. Timeout again. Yup. Yeah, y'all better piss me off. Pass in Lonzo in the backcourt. Lonzo, I see Kobe. Kobe's got it. Kobe to the...
A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now here is Miller. He's got 5. Launches it. Irving finds Gay. Inside. Here's McGee. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 12 points for him.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Young. 21 points in the game. High, arcing shot. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Irving against Wall. Outside Irving. Out to Miller. Right side Irving. Puts up a 3. Blanche pulls it in.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Gay against Young. Pass to Blatch. Just 5 to shoot. Wall is screen on Milson. Blatch misses the 3.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Again, Irving missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Randall's checked in for Cleveland.
Let's check out some stats for McGee. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 10 points a game, 9 rebounds, then just over 2 blocks. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. Millsap sets the pick for Randall. Out to Miller. The 3. Hickson grabs the board. Hickson's.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Latch. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Nice dish from Red that time. The sweet shooting lefty, showing you he's got more than just shooting in his package.
Throws it up high, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
It's stolen by Randall. It's Miller on the wing, defended by Young. Miller kicks to Randall. Back to Miller. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Washington. Hickson's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Heinrich up top. He's defended by Randall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on JaVale McGee. Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5. And the first one drops. Since Michael Jordan's final three-peat with the Bulls, GA, Western Conference teams have won 9 of the last 12 NBA titles.
And since MJ retired in 1998, the 2 best players have been Kobe and Duncan, both in the West, with Spurs and Lakers winning all 9 of those titles.
Now here's Gay. 12 points for him. The tray. And McGee kicks to Gay. Lays it up and banks it in. Gay's got 4 points in the quarter.
Good, strong, aggressive finish by Gay there. That'll get a thumbs up from the coach.
Young against Miller. Hickson a screen on Miller. Young dishes to Hickson and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Gay, that's a 2-pointer. Washington with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Heinrich passes to Young. Hickson a screen on Miller. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking. He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Here's Hickson. The Cavaliers making the shot. Young looking around.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Wizards making a switch here. So it's the Wizards now. 16-point lead to the paint. Kicks it out to Beasley. All alone. Rebounded by McGee.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Irving. What's the status, David?
Hey guys, I got an update from the Cavaliers head athletic trainer. Now he told me that it's a knee sprain and it's definitely painful, but it's fortunate it wasn't worse. A tough start to the season for them as he won't be available for them for quite some time. Gonna have to figure out how to do it without him, guys.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
John Wall's checked in for Kirk Heinrich.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line. And how about they broke into the top 10 last year in second chance points? They made that a focal point heading into the season, and boy, did it pay off.
And I do like the job they did limiting turnovers. When you're in the top 10 GA in that category, that's a sign of a well-coached team.
Well, Rudy Gay is a multi-talented and gifted athlete. I mean, he's an excellent shooter, a versatile defender, and continues to play at a high level.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Washington. Now here's Heinrich. Beasley kicks to Heinrich. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
Miller, the pass to McGee. He's still out. Now he is 9 of 10.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Pass to Booker. In the corner, it's Arenas. Booker with the screen for Arenas. Over Miller. Releases from the wing and drills it. Arenas has got 8 points.
Agent Zero, a.k.a. Gilbert Arenas on the pick and roll. That is a problem. You have to stop the ball first because Arenas is looking to score.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
And so it's Washington looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. All around, it's hard to point to any one area where they haven't had the upper hand in this game. Back to the action in just a minute.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's not like we're lacking defensively. We got good defense going on. Although I will say, once again, center is really the thing with Chet's here, but you know, he's gonna, the Thunder are gonna match that. KD's here. I feel like I get KD a lot now, but
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Wizards leading by 13. And Wall kicks to Booker. Passes it to Arenas. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, he's a volume shooter and a terrific scorer, but Arenas also is a crafty passer, too.
Here's Houston. Down low, Hubbard. Out to Miller. Over Arenas. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got 11 rebounds in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And Gay is just so crafty inside, forcing the defense to hit him in the paint.
And he can't get the first one.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And here's Arenas outside. Arenas can't get that one to fall. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Gay with it. Beasley covering. Launches a 3. Rebound, Washington. Heinrich's got his 4th rebound in this one. Miller against Arenas. Heinrich outside. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Wizards lead by 17.
Heinrich's got a bag full of tricks, and you know what? He doesn't mind using all of them.
Gay outside from downtown. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Wizards leading by 17. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. From deep, Wall. The shot comes out.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And here's Miller outside. Rebound, Washington. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Hubbard's shot is off. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Washington. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Arenas. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production.
It looks like next year's free agency, we would still have a ton of money. So what
Timeout called.
I might give them the Fred VanVleet Express and give them mad money to rationalize, but also not sign them super long term, which for DeMar is kind of already expensive. Okay, so I think I would have to trade like one player, but I could. I guess I don't even know. No, we're actually let's treat. Yeah, this is a good team. He would have a role here. Cody Williams is here, but he would be the second best small forward. I'm gonna do right by you as well, though, Zaire. There you go, man. Salute. Been a good player. I think he's worth that. You know. He's actually worth it. Maybe not 2 first, but, you know, they offered it, so I took it. Screw you. Gobert and DeRozan, welcome to the team. It says, I'm about to say, if it says Jalen Williams did not get matched, I'd be low-key sick, and I would have went and signed him again. But, yeah, I'm happy with that. And that's a 1-year rental. Next year, we'll have money again. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to have still team options for Rob and Klingon and whoever else. And even then, Rob, honestly, I mean, we'll see. He might take another jump this season. If he takes another big jump this season, might be forced to mess with some lineups and maybe start him. We'll see. But I think free agency-wise, that caps us out probably. And I'll just throw out a few 2-way contracts and call it, oh my God, you're a 63. Not a chance in hell. I believe we have 1 roster spot. Screw it. I mean, I would say let's get a vet, but we already got vets. So we just signed literally primarily vets. You know what? I saw Victor Oladipo earlier and I was like, I kind of want to sign him. Screw it. Give me Victor Oladipo for the 1 year. Why not let it fly? Kobe White up to an 89. Cooper Flag up to an 84. Klingon up to an 82. Pat Williams 82, Ace Bailey 82, Rob Dillingham an 80, and you know, so Ace Bailey, he gets a big boost up. I think I am gonna start off the year, which you can't really go wrong. Okay, yeah, Rob Dillingham only went up by 1. He could potentially have another jump, but if this is the case, then you know that's tough. That's very tough. I'm not gonna lie. And you know, maybe potentially Bronny's taking some big leaps. He's got 16 badges. Rob has 10. Maybe I wouldn't say. I could envision, you know, I don't expect us to move on from Lonzo anytime soon. Maybe Bronny could be the starter.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Stoudemire, the pass to Gallinari. Here is Turioff. There's the pass to Stoudemire. And that one drops.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Gay scanning the floor. Now here is Miller. Here's Moon. Out to Miller. Takes a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Miller is a laser from deep. He can be lights out there. The defense has to make it tougher for him.
Stoudemire, the pass to Fields. Stoudemire with a screen on Gay. Pass to Ford. Now Stoudemire. 6 to shoot. There's Gallinari with the three. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Three-pointer. Another three for Cleveland.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his third triple since halftime.
Miller against Ford. Here's Stoudemire. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Millsap. Miller, the pass to Gay to tie it up. And he lays it up and in. Gay's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
You know, over the years, Gay has added a lot of different wrinkles to his offensive game. He's really now a very versatile scorer.
Now here's Stoudemire. Over Millsap. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Shots good by Miller.
And a big-time run there. They are peaking at the right time here to take the lead.
Well, offense and
with five assists off the bench as well. I didn't expect him to become this much of a playmaker. I guess he has been averaging a good amount of assists, especially relative to how many minutes he's played for his whole career. I didn't honestly realize. Cooper Flag with 20 a game. He's, even with the influx of talent, has went up in points per game and everything, really. Ace Bailey, 11 points off the bench. I wish he would actually be playing even a little bit more minutes, but it is what it is. Lonzo Ball, under 40% from the field, 40% from three. Okay, well, so almost, he's taken 2 extra field goal attempts inside the arc. And he also, I forgot.
They get it back. And McGee kicks to Gay. Miller outside. Back to Gay. Millsap sets the pick for Gay. Floats it up for Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
with long arms and excellent skill and understated strength, Millsap bullies the defender on the finish.
Knicks trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Stoudemire. And the jam by Stoudemire.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
Now here is McGee. Here's Gay outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Felton against Miller. Upside Felton. Turioff. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Now here is Miller. Gay outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got 3 assists now in this one.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Here's Stoudemire. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Moon passes to Miller. McGee is screen on Felton. Miller outside. They get it again. Right wing. Gay against Ford. Goes back up. Stoudemire grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 9. Felton kicks to Turioff. To the paint. Here's Stoudemire. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Millsap's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Miller outside. McGee is screen on Felton. Inside. Passes it to Moon. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Miller. Over Felton. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Great open look there. Here's Miller. Gay in the corner. Fires for 3. The rebound by Fields. Fields has got 7 rebounds in the game. Felton dishes to Fields. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Felton.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
And that one's good. Millsap. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Stoudemire. McGee with the block, and he gets it back. And that one, good. Stoudemire's got 10 points in just the second half. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Miller outside to the inside. Nails the baby hook. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Cavaliers.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities. Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Now here is McGee. Shoots over Turioff. McGee's shot is off. Knicks trail by 7. Fields the pass to Felton. 4 to screen on Miller. Here's Stoudemire. The Cavaliers pull it in. It's Gay on the way. Over Ford. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Miller. Gay's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs. Here's Felton. The pass to Stoudemire. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Stoudemire is such an explosive scorer at his position.
Defensive foul charged to Paul Millsap.
Free throw good, Stoudemire. Cleveland leading by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the final quarter. Miller, the pass to McGee. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got 6 assists in the game.
Look, there was some contact there, but McGee is skilled at staying focused and under control.
Now, here is 4. That shot off the mark.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Out to Miller. Lets it go with a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Miller's got 15 points in just the second half. Knicks trail by 11. We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Well, Cleveland shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin
for the Cavaliers.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity. And not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And guys, when you're going head-to-head against someone 4 times over the course of a season, it's a great feeling to snatch that first one. Good in-game adjustments tonight against New York.
And here are the Knicks now, following the score by Cleveland. Turioff, good. A nice assist from Felton.
Turioff able to get a nice high percentage look, maximizing his size advantage there.
Miller surveying the floor. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
14. We'll go with 2 protected picks from the Hornets. Hornets were actually just good, though. We just almost lost in the first. You know what? I'll trust our front office. Screw it. I'll where they go. If they're giving them protections, that might mean that they suck. So we'll live. All right, 11 and 13 picks. And like I said, I'm gonna keep these just because. Oh, also Underwood pull back up. I know we had a bad year, off year, but it's all good. But we did just smoke him twice in the first round. But he's not the star I'm looking for. I should have accepted DeRozan and Gobert stuff, but it's all good. And actually, we're gonna have to re-sign Flingen, so I probably won't be able to re-sign either. That kind of sucks. I folded at that point. But we'll get some. They're probably both gonna drop down to 84 or something. So we'll find a mediocre center to replace Gobert. Lincoln's not, so get this fucking nod, and then yeah. But let's go ahead and give Donovan his contract right now because why not? I didn't say more to there. Maybe I think that's gonna be this big. Yeah, we can go. Oh, this is what is specific? Damn, we don't have. He does it right. They'll allow me to resign him. Even if he's not. I think he doesn't. Just love to one of the. They take over. Yeah, I go to Superman. I might go no that percent. Actually, I'm gonna go 7 straight again and send the last time more than 7. Because yeah, that's it. So I buried. There was kind of the one that I wanted. They sound to me. About I don't even. That doesn't even make sense. Though it says something's playing. Sim. That's like Sim. Any cookie. Oh, but I kind of have it. I would just. It might be. Maybe I shouldn't change anything. Actually. You know what? And by the way, yeah, this is with no backup center, and Patrick Williams actually currently isn't in the rotation. And Kobe White, even when you underperform, whatever you're a guy at this point. Io, rock with you. You're actually definitely getting minutes off the bench right now. That move just playing efficiently. It doesn't even matter that we're not playing a backup center. Ace Bailey's getting 7 rebounds, 10, Cooper flat. And really all I was looking at this season was the trade for DeRozan for a center, which the best offer I got was Daniel Dapper. And then I was like, well, honestly, I might like Turtle. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just probably We're definitely losing this. Nothing to do yes, it's good. I'm gonna fit just gonna take Zigzag. Zigzag for the API is but I'm giving those things back. That's for the 50 Boston. Player. Oh, what's the name again? I know, like, I just saw that Bronny's off the bench now, and it's such a everything's like I feel like everyone that there could look better. Even with the start, what they told me, don't. That's the eighth for the league. Put that in mind. As you can see, there's a lot of wins on one loss will take everything that was so our trade was 12-7. Literally that stage we have last 2 games and one everybody else that first so promise NFL match. Anyways, I honestly was surprised. Was a full 20 games ahead of Tennessee, and then still Ronnie had 2 season. Ours also. So all in all, though, those two are down in efficiency when they've been pretty efficient for us at all times. Yeah, we'll be fine. Or maybe. All right, game 1. One game 1. Of course. Every single game of the season.
Get ready! A 3 from.
It's just trust and friendship and teamwork and stuff and depth and yeah. Playing the Bucks
Gay. It's all in by the Bulls.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And it's Livingston with the ball for Cleveland. Randall from outside, and another miss by Cleveland.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul.
JaVale McGee.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
So with that being said, I'm actually going to go to OKC. And
Noah kicks to Boozer. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Outside Rose, 5 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. The offensive rebound, Noah. Right side, Dang. Back to Noah. And the layup falls.
Boy, it's hard to replace enthusiasm. It can take you so far, and the passion Noah plays with, hustling on the offensive glass, scrappy on the defensive end as well. He's fun to watch.
Here's Gay outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Gay's got 14.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Dang passes to Rose. Dishes it to Noah. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
It's Gay on the way. There's the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, I love seeing Gay go right up with the shot off the pass. No wasted motion.
Outside Rose. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The kick out to Dang. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Cleveland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Luol Deng.
Boy, Rudy Gay is a multi-talented and gifted athlete. I mean, he's an excellent shooter, a versatile defender, and continues to play at a high level.
Chicago making a switch here. Korver's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Boozer. And Boozer throws it down.
A capable scorer. When Boozer finds his rhythm, he can do some damage.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And here's Gay outside, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got his 6th assist on the night. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Rose dishes to Brewer, trying to find Boozer, and he does now. Over Millsap. Boozer, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Shots good by Gay.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Now here's Rose. He's covered by Livingston. Pass to Korver. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Korver's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Love the response from Korver. He can get you 3-pointers fast.
Randall passes to Gay. Kicks to Livingston. Lets the 3 fly. Boozer with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. The pass to Brewer. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
Now here's Livingston. He's covered by Rose. From deep, Gay nailed from three-point land. Gay's got 27 points.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the 3-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
3-pointer, Randall. McGee in the high post. Now here's Gay, covered by Brewer. The drive by Gay, and then Gay with the dunk.
Boy, Gay doing a nice job to corral that rebound. A sneaky good play there. He corralled it and finished it.
Passes to Rose. And it's Gay with the rebound.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
A 3 ball, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And here's Rose. He's got 15. And it's Korver off the drive. Count it, good. Boozer's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Randall surveying the D. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Millsap's got 8 points.
And, you know, this is why Millsap is so highly respected. He's excellent in knocking down shots under pressure.
Pass to Boozer. He takes it in, and Boozer throws it down hard.
Some showmanship from Boozer, really making that one hurt.
The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Millsap sets the pick for Gay. He feeds it to Millsap. Stolen by Boozer. It's stolen by Livingston. Floats it up for Millsap. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, a thunderous alley-oop by Millsap, putting plenty of muscle on it.
Bulls leading by 21. Now Rose. Pass to Brewer. Now the pass to Corver. Here's Boozer. Millsap covering. Shot clock at 5. From the low block. Misses off the left iron.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Rose, good.
You know, how about the touch right there, guys? I mean, when Rose gets a chance to go with the floater, he takes advantage of it.
Now here's Livingston. 7 points in the game. Over Rose. McGee dishes to Millsap. Millsap sets the pick for Gay. Back to Millsap. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Rose. He's got 17. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Gibson comes in for Ronnie Brewer, and Brooks subbed in for Kyle Korver. Now here's Randall. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up off the glass. Randall's got 6.
And you know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
Here is Rose. Floats one up. He lays it in. And the Bulls lead by 21.
With his bounce and body control, easy to see why Rose is aggressive there.
Millsap kicks to Livingston. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Millsap's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Right side Rose. Lobbed up there for Gibson.
Impressive agility in these pick and roll sets. It's hard to get out of that screen really quickly. Gibson has a nice feel for where to roll to.
Now here's Livingston. He's got 10. Gay outside. Inside, McGee. The layup off target.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Foster's checked in for Noah.
Bull substitution. Number 42, Jeff Foster.
Here's Boozer. 23 points in the game. Outside Rose. Block at 6. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
It's almost as if he's allergic to layups. I mean, this guy has got to throw it down at every opportunity.
You know his teammates love seeing him explode to the rim like that.
They most certainly do, guys. That gets everybody up off the bench, too.
Back to Rose. Millsap's against Boozer. There's the dish to Foster. The kick out to Rose. Rebounded by McGee.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Boozer. The Cavaliers making the shot. Pass to Brooks. Takes the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Brooks has got 8 points.
The defense focused on Boozer's scoring ability, and he found an outlet with a great look there.
Pass to McGee. Shoots over Foster. Count it.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Rose passes to Boozer. Brooks outside. There's the pick from the arc. They get the rebound. McGee with the block. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Mike Miller's checked in for Cleveland. Johnson, he's checked in for the Bulls. Watson comes in for Derrick Rose. Miller, no up. Stolen by McGee. To the paint. Now Cleveland moving it up. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
And, you know, while Millsap doesn't demand attention, he's a natural leader and does demand respect. He's somebody the younger guys certainly look up to.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside.
One more shot to go to potentially tie it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Pass to Miller. Over Brooks. Miller, no up. Well, the Bulls shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. And Brooks, here we go. Dang gets a wide open look. No good with the triple.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Takes a step back. Gay with it, guarded now by Aaron Brooks. Gay dishes to Miller. It's taken away by Brewer. And now, running up the court, Brewer pushing it up.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
And so it's Cleveland with it. They trail by 16. Livingston looking for the opening. Three from Gay. Here's Millsap. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And, you know, rebounding is about knowing where the ball is going as well as pursuing it. And I like seeing him hit the offensive glass and go right back up with it.
Now, here's Watson. He's covered by Livingston. Watson with it. 4 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Gibson engaged and attacking on offense. When he's active like that, he draws the foul.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
Well, you know, in some circles, this is an unpopular point, but there can be value in taking the mid-range shot. This team is certainly proving that tonight.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Here's Brewer, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Here's McGee, and the layup is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Gibson setting a pick for Dang. No good from Gibson. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Livingston. He gets it in there.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Watson surveying the D. Bucket is good. Watson's got 4 points this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And that one drops for him.
When you have a passer like Watson, that's an added bonus. I mean, he's really skilled at finding the open guy, and that helps any team.
The pass to Gay. Rebound by the Bulls. Gibson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Watson. It's tipped. Gay outside. Takes it off the glass. Gay's got 36.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Watson. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 7 rebounds in the game. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Gay.
Really hard to know how to defend Gay. I mean, he's lethal from mid-range and has the ability to knock down 3-pointers.
And here's Watson. Brooks outside. It's good, and Watson picking up the assists.
3.
Watson's got 5 assists tonight.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Passes it to Watson. He dishes it to Brewer. A floater. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
So for the Bulls, Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Boozer comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Rose in for C.J. Watson. Again, the miss by Brooks. And it's Livingston with the ball for Cleveland. 8-point game. Here's the floater. Chicago grabs the miss. Rose has got his 5th rebound in this one. Brooks outside. Unloads from 9, and it's off the back rim. No good. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Livingston kicks to Miller. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And how fluid is Miller on those catch and shoot opportunities? Immediately rising up there once the ball touches his hands.
Here's Rose. That shot off. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Rudy Gay on the wing, covered by Brewer. Millsap a screen on Brooks. Loads it up for Millsap, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Luol Deng is checked in for the Bulls.
On the line now for Cleveland, Paul.
And that one falls for Paul Millsap. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Rose, banked in off the glass. And that's now 21 points for Derrick Rose.
And how about the clever move by Rose? He somehow manages to get around the contact and finish.
Outside for Millsap. Gay against Deng. Gay passes to Millsap. Back to Gay. Now Livingston. Miller, that's for 2. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Miller's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Timeout. Chicago calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Cavaliers back team.
Chicago making a switch here. Brewers checked in. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Rose. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To tie it up. Rebound by the Bulls.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
And Mike Miller gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
Noah with a screen for Boozer. And Noah with the slam.
And Noah understands his role so well. Sets a nice screen and able to find some space for his man in the finish.
It's Miller on the wing. Here's the 3. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Miller's got 11 in the second half.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Right side Rose. He kicks to Boozer. From the high post, he drills it. Boozer's got 25 points in the game.
A guy that usually likes to work in close. Boozer noticed the soft coverage and able to knock that one down from the mid-range.
Pass to Miller to tie it up. Rebound by the Bulls. Noah's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Dang. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Miller outside. And here's Gay outside. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Rose passes to Boozer, and the dunk by Boozer.
And with authority, Boozer digging deep and delivering for his team.
Gay kicks to Livingston. Miller outside. Over Brewer. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Miller.
And when this team needs a basket, Miller more than willing to take charge. Love his confidence.
Now Brewer. Boozer a screen on Miller. To the inside. And Boozer throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Livingston finds Miller. From outside the arc. The offensive rebound. And here's Gay outside. That one no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Boy, the mid-range jump shot of Dang knows he has the green light to fire when he's feeling it, and he's feeling it.
There's the drive. 3 from Gay. Connects again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. Livingston passes to McGee. Count that one. McGee's got 6 in the quarter.
Because he's a competitor and he's confident, McGee doesn't shy away from taking important shots.
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rose. Yes!
Great respect for how Rose raises his level of play in the biggest moments.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Livingston passes to Millsap. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Rose, no good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Gay with no one around. And again for 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've ever seen better three-point shooting than what we're witnessing here tonight.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Time called here, the Bulls decide to talk it over. It's tied at 133. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Rose. D right on him. And he dumps it right over JaVale McGee. Holy cow.
I tell you what, Rose can get flashy with the best of them.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 2. 6 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
Here's Gay. And it's Miller in the corner. Right between the eyes. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Guys, your thoughts?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it has to be quick.
All right, fans, we need you right now. Come on, stand up and get loud.
Here's Boozer. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark.
And this ball's well hit to right, and you can forget about it. He adds to the power numbers there into the seats over the bullpen, and it's 2-0.
Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 11 rebounds in the game. Over to the wing. Paul kicks to Bogans. Nash outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Nash has got 5 points in the quarter.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
It's Gay on the way. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Wow, I expect to see more of that from Kyrie throughout his career.
Nash against Miller. To the middle, here's Okafor, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Now here's Irving. From deep. And another three for Cleveland.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Paul passes to West. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Nash with no one around. Off target with his three. The Cavaliers trail by 20. And here's Miller outside. Hits it from three-point range.
I think his unselfish attitude is really a big part of what makes Millsap a leader on the court, and the ability to make some dynamic passes doesn't hurt either.
Now here's Nash, and Bogans gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Buries it from three-point range.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Paul kicks it to West. West setting the pick for Nash. Clock at 4. West can't hit. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 12-4 run. Rudy Gay on the way. And another three for Cleveland.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Some changes for New Orleans. Eddie Curry, he's checked in for Okafor. Warwick comes in for West, and it's Evans in for Nash. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. Now he heaped praise on the defense. He said the pressure's great, I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Irving, following the basket by Chris Paul. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Paul with the three. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Miller the pass to Gay. Evans with the steal. The shot, no good. Good D by Miller. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. It's rebounded by Paul. And it's Paul with the ball for the New Orleans Hornets. The lead is 15. Inside, Warwick gets the bucket.
Never know what Paul's going to do in these sets. I mean, he's so unpredictable and such a great floor general. I mean, he does a really good job of just picking defenses apart.
Now here's Gay. Back to Irving. Dishes it to Gay. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Just 5 on the clock. And another miss by Cleveland. New Orleans leading by 17. Now Bogans. Pass to Evans. He kicks to Bogans. Cavaliers with the rebound. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
What a confidence booster this could be for a rookie. Irving's tearing this defense to shreds.
Ball against Irving. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor comes in for Eddie Kerr. And it's Nash in for Keith Bogans. Here's Nash over Irving. The shot by Nash, no good. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
Rudy Gay is a multi-talented and gifted athlete. I mean, he's an excellent shooter, a versatile defender, and continues to play at a high level.
And he knocks down the first one. West is checked in for Hakeem Warwick. Gay hits them both. New Orleans leading by 13. West a screen on Miller. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Ball goes to Cleveland.
And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Sunday, they'll start out on the road and play the Lakers in Los Angeles. Then on Monday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Phoenix to take on the Suns.
And you know when you're struggling and then you face heading out on the road, it can be a bit daunting. These guys, though, can see this as an opportunity to kind of really ramp up and gain some confidence.
And another miss by Cleveland.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hall. And he can't bank that one in. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Beyond the arc. Miller, no luck.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here's Paul. Pass to West. The fadeaway. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving against Nash. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half. And here is Paul. To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Tell you what, when you're trying to defend David West, you're in for a battle. His mind and his body so strong. His will is that of a champion. West plays the game with great effort.
And David West drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys. And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by KYRIE IRVING. Here's West. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Miller, no luck.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Over in the corner, Paul. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Cavaliers trail by 11. And here's Gay outside. And the 3 ball is good. Gay's got 30.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Now here's Evans. Passes it to Paul. Fires from deep. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And, you know, he may finally be rounding into form after what's been a tough game for him at the line prior to this game. And it'll be interesting to see what position Irving slots into in the NBA. He's got the skills to play either backcourt spot at an elite level.
Both free throws good from Nash.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Irving for three. Okafor grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 12. Evans dishes to Paul. Nash outside. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Okafor. And the Hornets miss again. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. That bucket in no time at all. Irving's got 17 points here in the second half. Paul surveying the floor. West trying to free himself up. Good D by Irving.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
He gets that one. Irving's got it back down to single digits for the Cavs.
On the drive, Irving's so evasive, defenders will have to get used to his speed and ball handling.
And the dunk by West.
Alley-oops, they're harder than they look. Credit goes to West for his timing on that one.
Cleveland now, time running out. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. From deep, Gay, yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it. So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And there's the pass to Gay. Fires the three. Hornets with the rebound. Okafor's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Paul kicks to Okafor. Down low. Millsap with the steal. And on the way from Irving for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got 38 points.
And this kid Irving has ice in his veins. He loves coming through in the clutch.
Paul goes in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Paul against Irving. Three from Gay. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Rudy Gay has done it so many times throughout his career. Big shots at big moments.
So they foul intentionally.
14 foul.
Ball against Irving. Fires from the wing. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And it's easy to understand why the ball is in Gay's hands. He's prepared himself for these moments and become a clutch shooter.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
On deep, Gay. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They trail by 8. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Good! Another from 3.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. And they go to the intentional foul.
At the line for New Orleans,
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
What you love about Nash, he's a coach on the floor, dictates the pace, always in total command of his team.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 7. 17 seconds left in the fourth.
Let's keep it going, fans, for your New Orleans Hornets dancers.
And here's Gay outside. Out to Miller. Fires the 3. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Miller is a laser from deep. He can be lights out there. The defense has to make it tougher for him.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? He knows if he misses at the strike, and they're right there within range. He knows late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They trail by 6. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Connects from downtown.
What a banner night for Rudy Gay. Lighting it up.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
When you mention David West, champion, winner, but solid comes to mind, too, as a word to describe him. He's a terrific teammate.
Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've ever seen better three-point shooting than what we're witnessing here tonight.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made.
This is why Nash's guys look to him. I mean, a knockdown shooter from the line who rarely feels any pressure.
From deep, Gay, and again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. What a show they put on here at home tonight. Passes to Brewer. Here's Rose. Pass to Gibson. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got assist number 5 here tonight. Rudy Gay on the wing. Pass to McGee. Miller outside. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3-point range.
And how fluid is Miller on those catch-and-shoot opportunities? Immediately rising up there once the ball touches his hands.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Brooks. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Taj Gibson is a solid role player, really one of the best we have. A good rebounder and defender with a soft touch from the mid-range and can score without having plays called for him.
Now here's Rose. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim. Rudy Gay has done it so many times throughout his career. Big shots at big moments.
Miller against Korver. Rose passes to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
On deep, Gay, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 9 assists now tonight. Rose surveying the D. Driving in, McGee with the block. Now here's Livingston. Tight defense on him. Tries again. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from McGee. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Boston. That 3 off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Cleveland moving it around. Here's Millsap. A miss that time would have put him up. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Gay misses. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management is crucial at this time of the game.
And the grizzled veteran Rose, no stranger to having to up the ante and come up clutch.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 4. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line. I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 6. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
And here's Miller outside. Hins the 3.
Miller is a laser from deep. He can be lights out there. The defense has to make it tougher for him.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there. And that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Parker with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Parker's shot is off.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And it's Miller in the corner. Off target with his three. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Parker. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The drive, the focus, all Tony Parker.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
One time for the line.
KYRIE Irving's checked in for Sean Livingston. San Antonio also making some changes. Duncan comes in for Bonner. And Jefferson subbed in for Vujacic. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. Told him he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now Ginobili. Following the three-point attempt by KYRIE Irving. Ginobili the pass to Jefferson. Duncan outside. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Irving for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 31.
Irving will not have to learn how to shoot in this league. Great touch from deep.
Here's Parker. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 11 rebounds in the game. And it's Miller in the corner. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
And when this team needs a basket, Miller more than willing to take charge. Love his confidence.
Oh, here's Parker. Splitter with a screen on Irving. Parker dishes to Splitter. Outside Irving to tie it up. And Splitter pulls it down.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
Unloads from 13. That shot, no good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 3. 3 from Gay. Yes! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
When Rudy Gay is on like he is now, there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
Parker against Irving. Ginobili right side. Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And here is Irving. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And this kid Irving has ice in his veins. He loves coming through in the clutch.
First personal. 15 fouls.
That free throw good from KYRIE Irving.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
I think they should have prepared for this scenario. Little time, need a 3. Of course, the defense will be defending the line, but nobody said it was going to be easy. You got to try to find a way.
And an intentional foul right there. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
The Spurs.
big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. Irving finds Millsap for three. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Irving.
And this is the type of scorer Irving is. When he's hot, he keeps looking to be aggressive.
Now here's Conley. Gasol, a screen on Irving.
2 minutes.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. That shot, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. On the wing, Irving. Over by Conley. Irving misses.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Rebounded by Allen.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now Brown, after the missed 3 from JaVale McGee. Allen, that's good.
Quickly striking inside. Allen wanted that close-range look.
Al Cleveland shooting not great, 40% for the game. Irving for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 17 points was their biggest margin.
At this point, it's looking like it's over. Time is winding down, and this is going to be a win
for the Grizzlies.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with this first victory for the matchup, a 1-0 record against Cleveland.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Mike Conley.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Rocket 2, rebounded by McGee. Livingston looking for the opening. Bucket's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was up for grabs, right? Harden against Irving. Nice move. That one wide left.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Miller outside. Good on the three-point shot.
And when this team needs a basket, Miller more than willing to take charge. Love his confidence.
Irving against Harden. Outside Durant from deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Livingston. Livingston's got his 6th rebound on the night. At the crossover, and it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Irving.
Pressure never too much for Irving, making the NBA look easy.
Now here's Durant. That's good on the jump shot. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Irving against Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Irving isn't the guy I would want to send to the line. He is very comfortable with that shot.
For the Thunder, Serge Ibaka is checked in for Perkins. And it's Maynard in for Thabo Sefolosha.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
KD passes to Ibaka. Harden outside. Oklahoma City moving it around. It falls!
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. Outside Irving. Off target from three-point range.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handle, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this kid Irving has ice in his veins. He loves coming through in the clutch.
Jamario Moon, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Irving for 3. They get it again. For the 3. The shot, no good.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Obviously upset to have to take a seat here, but at this point, I don't think it'll have an impact. The game's probably out of reach anyway. Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They trail by 7. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. We love knocking down the big shots.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away. Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 6. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth.
They work hard out there. Go on and show your appreciation for the Thunder Girls.
Here's Livingston. No good on the quick 3. And that's an intentional foul.
Sean Livingston, 4th personal foul.
And the first. Nice ball movement by Utah. Now the pass to E over Millsap. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
McGee is screen on Williams. Irving passes to McGee, and the shot is good.
And the first thing you might notice about Irving is how smooth he is with the ball in his hands.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Now here's Butler. He's covered by Livingston. It's rebounded by Cleveland. McGee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. There's Miller with the 3. Rebound by Macy. Macy's got 6 rebounds in the game. Butler kicks to Williams. Back to Butler. Shoots over Livingston. And it's Butler missing. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And on the way from Irving for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Playing with the confidence of a veteran on that end. Irving is taking his shots whenever he finds space.
Now here's Williams. Macy passes to Williams. And it's sent back by Irving. Miller with the ball. Now Chandler defending. That's good for Miller, the assist by McGee.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Now here's Williams. Here's Butler. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Jazz lead by 20.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Here's Irving. Pass to Livingston. Here's Irving. Miller outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Utah leading by 17. Outside Williams. Dishes to Butler. Back to Williams. A 3-ball. Again, the miss by Williams.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
That's tipped.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And so here's Cleveland following the bucket by the Jazz. Shots good by Miller.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Mike Miller.
Jazz have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And the Jazz call time here. Cavaliers making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Mason. The dish to Hayward. Passes it to Butler. Macy up top. Here's E. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And here is Macy after Rudy Gay's bucket. Macy passes to Williams. Pass to Macy. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on KYRIE Irving. First one falls for. And both free throws good for Macy.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Irving kicks to Miller. McGee the pass to Gay. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Really really hard to know how to defend Gay. I mean, he's lethal from mid-range and has the ability to knock down three-pointers.
And there's the pass to Butler. To the paint. Here's Macy. Millsap grabs the miss.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Irving finds Miller. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Now here's Williams. Out to Hayward. Outside Butler. Lock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's E. Another miss by Utah.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And Butler sends it back.
That shot never had a chance thanks to the quick hands of Jimmy Butler.
And here's Gay outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Yep, that one goes. Williams has got 22.
Oh, soft touch on the floater by Williams. A shot with a high arc to beat the defense.
Irving kicks to Gay. Back to Irving. The feed to Gay. Cleveland moving the ball around. Miller, no up. And it's Williams with the ball for Utah. They have a 9-point lead. Butler against Gay. Macy passes to Williams. Over Miller. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Shots good by Gay.
You know, over the years, Gay has added a lot of different wrinkles to his offensive game. He's really now a very versatile scorer.
Now here's Williams. He kicks to Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Taken away by Williams. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Good on the bucket. Williams has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Just staying nimble inside. Williams manages to get around the contact.
Gay in the corner. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got assist number 8 now on the night. Williams against Irving. McGee. It's deflected. Now here's Williams. And the layup falls. Williams has got 26 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Gay outside. Hands it from downtown. Gay's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Butler dishes to E. Kicks it to Williams. Pass to Macy. Clock is at 3. The 3. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got 5 rebounds tonight.
1 made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Utah leading by 13. Here's Butler. Here's E. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And here's Millsap from the arc. Drills the 3-pointer.
And, you know, Millsap is a decent threat from outside the arc. A credit to his hard work. You got to at least get a hand in his face from out there now.
And good that time. And the Jazz lead by 14.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Now Williams following the three-point attempt by KYRIE IRVING.
Clever play by Williams. Gets right in the defender's face to draw that foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Williams. There's Miller with the three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Jazz leading by 12.
Williams' elite vision on display right here.
Well, Cleveland shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. And on the way from Irving for three. Another three for Cleveland.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Now here's Hayward. And Macy kicks to Williams. And the shot goes in. Williams has got 16 points here in the second half.
Fans of Darren Williams having a party right now. Hard not to be inspired by his performance tonight.
A nice shot by Irving.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Utah.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of two that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a two-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game two that they had tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Darren Williams.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Here's Millsap following the bucket by the Jazz. Miller outside. Another three for Cleveland.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
14 foul. Shooting for Utah, Darren Williams.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Just a clever, multifaceted player who can really orchestrate an offense as well. Williams, the entire package at that lead guard position.
You know, it would have been great to knock them all down, but he did enough to put this one in the bag.
And it's easy to understand why the ball is in Gay's hands. He's prepared himself for these moments and become a clutch shooter.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line with 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 8. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And here's Gay outside. It's good from beyond the arc.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
We see the...
Thank you so much for coming out to tonight's contest.
Here is Livingston. And it's Miller in the corner. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
And when this team needs a basket, Miller more than willing to take charge. Love his confidence.
Walker taking his time here. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Bibby sinks the three-pointer. Bibby's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Bibby embraces these moments. This is who you want taking the big shots.
Here's Livingston going inside. Count that one. Livingston's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. So for the Hawks, Al Horford is checked in for Bibby, and it's Teagan for Kemba Walker. Cleveland also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Joel Anthony, and Irving subbed in for Sean Livingston. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, guys. During the break, I was able to catch the message Atlanta's coach gave to his team. Now, with the game in the balance, coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Here's Johnson, following the basket by JaVale McGee. Johnson. Money! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Now, here is Irving. And stolen by Jeff T. It's in!
And, you know, when the game is close, guys, Jeff T has shown and demonstrated he's got the clutch DNA.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're down by 2. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Fifteen seconds left in the fourth quarter. Teague against Irving. Shoots off the step back. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home.
I mean, these are those games that
Gay outside. The tray. Good on the triple. Gay's got 9 points now in just the second half.
One triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Pass to Marion. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Mavericks making a switch here. Terry's checked in.
Mavericks substitution. Number 31, Jason Terry.
Nowitzki outside. 6 on the shot clock. Chandler with the screen on Millsap. Here's Nowitzki. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Livingston kicks to Gay. Down low. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Paul Millsap.
A huge possession, and Millsap comes through. He's known as a leader, and that is how you lead by example.
Now, here is Smith. Nowitzki sets a screen for Smith over Millsap. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Miller's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Livingston. Kicks it out to Gay. Millsap sets the pick for Gay. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
Rudy Gay has done it so many times throughout his career. Big shots and big moments.
Now Smith. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Millsap covering. Outside Butler. Over Millsap. Butler, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Shots good by Miller.
And when this team needs a basket, Miller more than willing to take charge. Love his confidence.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. Smith outside. It's Nowitzki on the wing. A fadeaway. Cavaliers with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And so Kurt Rambis decides to take a timeout. Irving's checked in for the Cavaliers. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I heard Kurt Rambis coaching during the break. Now, Coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Now, here is Smith, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Floats one. Miller against Butler. Outside Irving. Millsap a screen on Smith. Irving double team. Miller the pass to Gay. McGee sets the pick for Irving to take the lead. Tyson Chandler grabs the board, and the Mavericks call time here. And the Mavericks with possession here. Smith outside. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
And you know, Smith, the former Demon Deacon, he's a savvy veteran whose passing and shooting really can frustrate opponents.
And so Kurt Rambis decides to take a timeout. outside Irving. Oh, no good.
There's a calm to Kyrie's game. That should help him right here.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. To the middle. No good from Bargnani.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gay's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Rudy Gay has done it so many times throughout his career. Big shots at big moments.
Here's Bargnani. And that one, good.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Rudy Gay on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist in this one. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Sanchez. He's covered by Livingston. Shot's good from Bargnani.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here is McGee. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Drains it from beyond the arc.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Here's Bargnani. Lays it up off the glass. Bargnani's got 29.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
From deep, Gay, another 3 for Cleveland.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Here's Sanchez. He's covered by Livingston. Shot's good from Bargnani.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Now here's Livingston. Not a lot of room. 3 from Gay. Count! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
When Rudy Gay is on like he is now, there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
Right outside. To the inside, Bargnani. And it's Gay with the rebound. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. And it's Miller in the corner. Bargnani against Gay. Back to Miller. Inside, McGee the pass to Miller. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Shot clock at 2. On deep. Gay misses the three. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Bridges with the steal. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
The Raptors making a switch here. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 4. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Yeah, and even if they get it and then get a quick foul, I'm not sure there's enough time even under that scenario. Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
So the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really in a...